Sorry, something came up.
Oh no!
Yeah, rip.
Also, hi, we're live now. Hello, welcome to stream. It's me and Arrow. And we're gonna bug the antler guys again. On the stream.
One of us is gonna bug them.
That's true.
The
Also,
other
again,
person wouldn't do that.
I haven't played my PS4 since we last played this, so it's still just sitting here.
Great.
Oh, the logo broke while we weren't here. Look,
What do you mean the logo? Oh yes, that's what happens when the game is left running.
it exploded.
Yeah, it's
It
slowly drifts
represents,
apart.
it
And
represents
like the
the game.
campfire, like it's I think less bright, or maybe it's still like as bright.
Doesn't look like anything happened to the
Oh,
planet yet.
but all the stars in the sky are gone as well now,
Oh my god.
because it's just like the game. Because all the stars will slowly go
cute.
supernova over the course of the game too.
That's a nice detail.
It really is.
Okay, so today we're going in the forest, and I'm gonna try not to get caught by the guys this time. I imagine whatever it is that you have to do here can be done fairly quickly because when the water comes by, the place that you have to be in to get to this place gets destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either that, or they expect you to get to that place from somewhere else, like using the raft.
Mm.
In which case, I would have more figuring out to do. So I hope that's not how it has to work.
Lena,
Yeah.
you always have more figuring out to do. You
Well,
haven't
I
beat
know.
the game.
You know what I mean. I mean in this, like, specific circumstance.
Ah, I
I'd have more to
see.
figure out. Yeah. Yeah, also my Ina plush is arriving today. I'm keeping an eye on that. Seems like it will probably arrive while I'm streaming. So
I feel like
I'll
half
unbox
of
it
an
on
Ina
stream.
plush should be like plastic. Because you need
Hello,
those hard
Race
edges,
Pip.
you know? And it's a lot harder on a plush to do those.
Yeah. Sasha sent me a picture of hers last night. Apparently, because it was funny, she was telling us that she had to take the socks off of it because they kept falling off and she didn't want to lose them. And she sent a picture of what the plush looks like without the socks on, and Biss aptly described it as they look like popsicles. Because they just end in like little round shapes. Doesn't have feet properly.
Oh.
Also, speaking of Ina, I was thinking about how the Ina game must be a hell of a thing considering how long they've been spending on making it. It must be. I'm excited for that. There must be a lot to it. And they're releasing it for free too, by the way. On top of everything.
Deltarune.
Deltarune is the Ina game?
No, I'm just saying it's similar.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna stream that as soon as it's out.
Deltarune?
No, well, that probably, but the Ina game. I also bought Squeeball's Party for the Wii and the DS. I'm gonna stream
Exciting.
that.
It sounds really something.
Yeah, it's just I feel like it's a game nobody knows,
I've never
including
heard of it.
myself. I
Other
saw
than when
it.
you've talked about it.
Yeah, I saw it exactly once at the on a display at the mall when I was in like 7th grade. And then it randomly came back to me the other day, and now I have bought it because it and the DS version together cost only $11.
Reese Cup says you should get Mercury Meltdown Revolution. I have no idea what that is either.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna look it up.
You remember Squeeballs? Oh, hell yeah.
Mercury Meltdown Revolution. Puzzle
was in-
video game. Interesting.
I got confused about which one had the... Here you go.
It's like a Science-y sci-fi puzzle game from what I can tell so far.
Interesting.
But I don't know what you actually do yet. It's a sequel to Archer McLean's Mercury. The goal is to tilt the stage in order to navigate one or more blobs of Mercury to the end.
Oh, it's a Wii game.
It's also in the it's originally for the PSP.
Oh.
Yeah, it's released on PSP, PS2, and Wii.
Interesting.
Huh. It was criticized for lack of multiplayer, and like, okay, whatever, but like, what? What do you want?
Wii
that
games
like
have to
like,
have multiplayer, Arrow.
The only thing it could be is like, well, it's not a Wii game primarily. It was ported to a year later.
Oh, that must be my Ina.
Oh wait, no, it looks like.
Sorry. Back 1 sec. I should pause the game.
Mercury Meltdown. Oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong. When it comes back, I'll talk about it more. I see. Revolution is the one that was for the Wii. Will it add more, or is it just a port?
Hello. I'm gonna well, I guess it's unbagging the Ina because it came in a bag.
So it turns out Mercury Meltdown Revolution, by the way, it's specifically the Revolution subtitle, is a port of the PS2 version that came later, and like the other ones are not called Revolution. There's Mercury Meltdown, which is the PSP one, and then it was given more levels and ported to the PS2 under the title Mercury Meltdown Remix. And then it looks like it has more levels and a refined difficulty curve, and then ported to the Wii. Interesting.
Ina comes in a bag. This blue like drawstring bag with the company logo on it.
Oh, cool.
It says this was a limited edition plushie from Joel G. Only 8,000 were made, and you received number 1,665.
Wow.
I didn't know it was so limited. Now I feel special.
So close to having a good one.
It's so big, by the way. Dang.
But like, Elena, imagine if you just waited like 4 more seconds to buy it. You could have gotten 69.
This is a nice plush. I can tell immediately. It's very nice quality. I'll have pictures of it later. Yeah, that's nice. It's Ina. In my house.
Huh.
Okay, anyway, let's play the game.
Hold on.
Yeah?
I think...
You think what?
That's weird. So like, I guess the Wii one is like the definitive way to play it, because it's like the third port, but each port they added more levels and kind of refined it. But it doesn't have multiplayer, whereas the PS2 one did.
Oh, that's why they criticized it for that.
Yeah,
makes more sense now.
Because like somewhere in the article it says there's these party games you can unlock, and they can all be played in single and multiplayer. But the Wii one specifically is criticized for not having multiplayer.
Wow.
Oh. No, the PSP one was the only multiplayer one. Weird.
Oh. Okay.
So that's so weird. Why? That's so funny.
The Ina plush is really good. I mean, it's just sitting here, and I'm like looking at it, and it's like, that's a nice plush.
Has it said anything yet?
No, it doesn't talk.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Sorry.
I think you have to listen like really hard.
Oh. I've had dreams before about inanimate objects. Like if you scream at an inanimate object, it screams back at you very faintly. Like the louder you scream, the louder the scream that you get back is.
Yeah, it's like an echo.
Yeah. That's been like a recurring dream I've had.
Huh.
Yeah. Damn, I don't remember how I got to where I'm trying to go. At all. I'm beansed.
Why are you beans?
'Cause
What does that mean?
'Cause I don't remember how to get where I need to go.
Oh, you're bamboozled.
Yeah, bean boozled.
I will never say that word.
I will though.
Yeah, that's
Don't
fine.
worry, Arrow. I'll say it for you.
No, fuck you.
Ah!
I can't hear the word bean without like just thinking of the fucking wizard shit.
I didn't know wizards did that.
Well, you know
I
what I
thought
mean.
they were above the need to poo. Because they have magic. There's how you get
Yeah,
there.
they just magic it away, right? Haha.
Oh. Yeah, they poo their pants and then there's the magic spell to get rid of it. I still cannot believe that they were like proud of this fact and by the fact that they like brought it up multiple times.
Yeah, it's really
Proud of
something.
the fact that wizards didn't go to the bathroom and just use magic to handle it.
It's funny because like in that world they have chamber pots.
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure.
Yeah, well, yeah.
They even have toilets.
Yes,
they even have
'cause
toilets.
They
what
hadn't,
the fuck?
they didn't used to use those.
They had a
was
whole
what it
fucking
was.
movie about the toilets.
Yes, I know, but the lore was that they didn't used to do that. That's like a modern thing.
Wait, that's better?
No, I didn't
Because
say
really,
it's
really,
better.
the
I
older
just said
method
that's.
sounds better.
I didn't say it was better. I just. Oh, I just said that's how it is. You know what?
Why would they stop doing that?
I'm gonna start over so that I save time.
Why would they stop?
Oh, well, that was a. I managed. Oh. I did a speedrun tactic, except for that wouldn't be a
What'd you
speedrun
do?
tactic because I was failing. I clicked meditate while I was getting attacked by the guy, and then that made me immediately go back to sleep and come back in immediately instead of having to to do it normally. Except for in a speedrun, you wouldn't get caught by those guys, presumably.
Probably not. I don't really see how that could speed you up anywhere.
Yeah.
But maybe.
I mean, maybe if you really wanted to get back to the beginning part of the area, you could...
I think I like half-watched a speedrun of the original game, but I haven't seen any of the DLC.
Well, now wait a minute. In a speedrun of Outer Wilds, you just know exactly what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
And you don't have to bother getting any information at all, so you really wouldn't do that in a speedrun.
Nope.
Speedrunning Outer Wilds without knowing any information about what you're supposed to do. Yep. Zero information speedrun.
That's like the one where like you can only ever do it once.
Yeah.
And then they have to either like wipe your brain or kill you.
I was gonna say, how would you prove that you didn't know anything about it beforehand either?
Well, I mean, you already have to be really committed if you're gonna die afterwards, so you know.
This is my last speedrun I ever do. My first speedrun of Outer Wilds is my last speedrun ever. In fact, it's my last thing ever that I do.
It's almost like the game ends with the end of the universe or something. Yeah.
Okay, in we go. And... okay, that was too much. I don't think I've ever seen that particular effect on the screen before.
Oh, that looks really weird.
Yeah.
I don't
Well, that
think
was
it loaded
interesting.
properly or something.
It was
Or maybe there was a
interesting.
shader there that was like that was missing. Because it
Well, I
kind of
hate
looked
it
like
when
it
my
was
shaders are missing.
not obscured.
Hi, Adam.
Hello, Adam.
My words just harmonized with the music you're listening to. Oh,
Damn.
I'm powerful. Unless it was Arrow, then Arrow is powerful.
But we already knew that.
One of
So
us is powerful. I had some weird ass dreams last night, by the way. I had a dream that I flushed my teacher down the toilet.
good.
And then I had the powers of Ant-Man and had to shrink to go rescue him so I didn't get in
Oh,
trouble.
did you have to go in their asshole and then explode them or whatever, like
No, I
the
had to go in the
Thanos thing?
sewer, and I had to hold my breath because I was in the poo-poo water.
That's not the
And it
only
was
poo-poo
really
thing.
unpleasant. No, oh god, no. It's a weird-ass dream.
God. What if you didn't have the powers of Ant-Man though? What if you had like instead of that you just rule the entire universe?
I cannot stop having dreams about being in school for some reason. It's really
Rip
annoying.
you.
What?
I've only had like one, but I don't even remember. I said
They
rip you.
happen constantly, and have since I've been out of school, which was like six years ago now.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too. I don't know. There's only been a couple.
It's funny though because they rebuilt the building last year, right?
Hmm.
And so now all my school dreams no longer take place in the original building. I'm now going to school there again in the new building. So like
Damn, it's so weird.
it has kept
Why would you rebuild the
updated
building?
because the old building was really old. It was from the 50s. And like the
Yeah, but
school
you'd
is
think if they
supposed to
just like
be
built it good, they wouldn't have to, you know?
the the school is a middle school and a high school combined, and the building was originally an elementary school, so it was just really too small for what it was being used for, and it really needed to be rebuilt. Like it was just old and decrepit, like the plumbing was bad and stuff like that, so it needed to be rebuilt.
Did they somehow do this like fast enough to like not have anyone miss school while it was
Well,
being
see,
built?
this was part of a bond that was passed where a bunch of new schools got built, and this school was just one of the ones that was included. And so there were other new schools being built, and so in the meantime, while they were rebuilding this one, they just relocated the school into one of the other new buildings that had been built, and they were there for a couple years, and then now they are back in the original location with the new building.
Hi, Sasha.
Hello, Sasha. I'm disappointed because the building is so nice and cool, and I wish that it was where I went to school. Like I almost wish I was still going to school because this school is so nice.
Raymond or Sir Adam says, "What if someone was added to Smash, where the final Smash was flushing someone down the toilet?" And I'd just be like, that'd just be Isaac.
Wario could have that as a final smash.
Binding of Isaac.
The binding of Isaac.
Yeah.
Also, there's something I wanted to tell you all about, which I've been thinking about. And it was just that there was this post I retweeted yesterday where they said, bought Age of Calamity thinking it was a prequel to Breath of the Wild. I felt scammed after playing it for 5 minutes. And I retweeted that because I thought that was just like my experience, because I
Oh, is that the Hyrule Warriors game?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I figured they were just talking about the plot, which was why I had that exact issue with it, right? Because it set itself up as a prequel, and then it ended up as more of like just like an
like
an
ruined
AU.
all of that shit.
Yeah, it just as soon as the people from the future started popping in, I was like, oh no, this didn't happen.
Yeah,
because I loved the idea of it being a game where you play where you know that like the heroes all lose at the end, you know?
Yeah, it would be cool if it was actually relevant to like any sort of plot.
Yeah, but then it was just like an AU, and it was awful.
I'm not even a Zelda fan, but that's just a cool thing to do.
And Nintendo kept advertising it. It was like, see the story that happened before Breath of the Wild and all that. And I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. And then it just wasn't. They just made up their own. They couldn't commit to having a bad ending. They had
Game
to give it a
doesn't
good
mean
ending
anything
somehow.
now.
Yeah, exactly. But then I found out, that that's not what this person's problem was. They just said
Oh.
it's somebody replied with it's not, and they said no, bro, it's a hack and slash. It feels like a mini game. And says, but
So they just didn't know that it was a Dynasty Warriors game.
exactly, yeah. I
All right, sure.
They felt scammed because of that.
I mean, I guess you could buy that without knowing that, but it's also like, how do you not know that?
I know.
Like, you just not check out anything you buy?
It gets better. So then the person they were talking to said, "But that's every Warrior game," and they said, "No, it's not." And then the other person said, "It is. I played Fire Emblem Warriors on the 3DS. It was a creamer." And then
what is a creamer?
I don't know.
Anyway, tell me what kind of game that is. Describe what that genre is. I want to know what genre of game.
What is a creamer?
That is the next game I need.
So then the original poster came back and said,
that I need to make.
They said that's a 3DS game. This is a whole Switch game. And then they said it was on the Switch too. And then they just like key smash.
Whenever I actually get around to making something, I'm gonna make a creamer.
Also, by the way, to add to this, all of this conversation was in all caps. Just keep in mind.
Okay, good.
This was an all caps conversation.
The world's first creamer video game.
But yeah, I thought it was cool to have I thought it was a cool idea to have a Hyrule Warriors game that goes over the because what happened before Breath of the Wild was a big war, right? So it was like, okay, that's cool. We can take part in the big
It's
in the big
thematically
war.
fitting for the mechanics too.
Exactly, and then it's a cool. It's kind of like Star Wars. What was it called?
The Clone Wars.
Rogue One.
Oh, Rogue
Where
One.
like all the heroes die in the end.
Yeah.
And like I thought that was a cool concept for a Zelda game where it's like
it does feel like
I wanted to
basically the equivalent of doing Star Wars Battlefront for Star Wars.
And you know what made it so much worse is because they set it like the whole game is set up like that's what's going to happen until there's just the twist where it's like actually they sent stuff in the back to the past and now it went nicely. And
you know, I just realized this is actually exactly what happened to Star Wars Battlefront. because it was canon, and then Disney's like, no, the extended universe doesn't exist.
And it's so awful because I gave that game the benefit of the doubt the whole time. Like, as soon as they started bringing back the guys from the future, I got concerned. But I kept going with it because the game was fun, and I was having a good time, and I wanted to see how the plot ended up. And then they just pooped on everything, and I felt betrayed and upset, and I never am going to play that game ever again in my life.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Like, they added DLC to it, and I'm just like, screw you. I'm not getting that.
That was a game that, like, if I did ever play it, it would just be purely to try it out. And then if it was a game that I'd actually, like, was invested in, I probably wouldn't 100% it, because there was just so much shit that I saw on that map.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, I did most of it.
I know, and that's where I saw it all.
I streamed that game, by the way, everybody, if you hadn't seen that. I played a lot of it by myself as well, but I streamed some big parts of it. Like, kind of what I'm doing with Pokemon right now. But yeah.
How did you feel about the Direct?
Well, I was excited that Splatoon 3 comes out in the summer. I wasn't expecting it that soon.
Oh, did they say summer?
Yeah, it's in summer 2022.
Okay.
So that's exciting.
So it's still a vague date. We already knew the year, but now we know the month, kind
Yeah,
of.
we know,
Like,
we know, we know
yeah.
the season.
Yeah.
I streamed Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, Adam.
I told Biss that Splatoon 3 would be there.
The only other thing that was like mainly exciting for me was the Kirby thing, but I didn't watch that trailer because I don't want to be spoiled.
That's fair. The Kirby thing is like fine. It looks like it's gonna be a neat game, and I'm excited to see how it is
Yeah, I'm
for
gonna stream that for sure.
Biss and peeps who are fans.
Okay, so we're gonna do this area in the bean world. For a second, I
I
go
feel
back
like
into the real
I don't
world.
really get the appeal of like. It's just funny to me that they're doing the mother stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Like like they know people love those games, so every time that they like re-release them, they give
And
them
it's
like a
so
big trailer.
funny how like committed they are to just not saying anything about the third one.
Yeah. It's so funny because I made posts about that. I was like, I don't know why people want Nintendo to release it officially, because like, why are people excited to give Nintendo money for something they can already just play for free right now?
Mario
And you
Strikers seems
know,
pretty
oh
cool.
yeah, Mario Strikers. I always was interested in that series, but I never had it before. So
I have to say though, and this is what I said to Biss when we were watching it after the fact. Uh, the subtitle makes me think it's like one of those mobile games where it just kind of gets mechanically streamlined and kind of to the point where it's not that fun. I don't think that's actually the case, but the way they've subtitled it is like it
oh,
just
I just
sounds
remembered,
like that kind of
Arrow.
game to me.
Something that's exciting is Klonoa.
That's
I
not.
wasn't expecting to ever see that get released.
It's like I don't know how to feel about it honestly, because it's like you can emulate the first one in your browser. You can probably emulate the second one too,
The
and the art style change seems a bit funky,
I
but
saw
it is good to see
somebody
it
on
getting more
Mastodon.
love.
Yeah, I never expected it to ever return. Well, I mean, for a lot of people, re-releases like this are just about convenience.
I guess.
Like I saw somebody talking about that in regards to Mother 3, they said that they want Nintendo to release it so that it will be more convenient for them to play it. But I was just saying, like, you know, Nintendo's going to like do a worse translation for that game, right? Like, there's no way that
Yeah.
like there's no two ways
Oh yeah,
around that.
that's what I joked about with Biss when I was watching it for the first time.
But yeah, I saw somebody on Mastodon talking about the Klonoa thing. They specifically used the Wii version of the first game, but they brought the art style and like character design back towards more looking like the original PlayStation version, which is cool.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like a hybrid.
I was just seeing someone talking about how like it seemed like it lacked the intentionally washed out aesthetic in some areas, like because there is a
Interesting.
marked difference in tone between some of the screenshots they were sharing, where like
Yeah, I saw
it
the.
feels a lot more like there's an
I'm
interesting
sending
ambiguity versus
sending this
like
to
a bright
Biss.
sunset.
Let me. My Ina got here, by the way. I didn't realize how big the plush was from your pictures.
But also, I haven't played Klonoa. I think it will eventually be something I might play on stream, but that's just my current thoughts. I
Okay, let
kind
me
of
take a
tend to
look.
fall in line with I'd prefer to play the original content over a remaster though, because so many times it does feel like they just kind of change things in ways that like don't really seem
There
the
you go. So
same or feel like they give
there's
the same experience.
comparison screenshots, by the way, to the Wii version on the left and the new Switch version on the right.
Oh, these aren't what I saw. Okay, but like, not everything has to be so bright and colorful all the time. I don't know. Oh, I miss. I don't know that. Like, it feels like we only get. It feels like every game is either Call of Duty or it's fucking just shiny plastic, and I kind of.
So
I don't know.
this is the original render for Klonoa, right? And then we have a new render of Klonoa for comparison. So they've done it much more like the original. It's pretty interesting. It kind of looks like in some ways it's sort of like an in-between between later Klonoa and the original Klonoa. It's kind of interesting. I don't know very much about Klonoa, other than it's just sort of like, that's Namco's 3D platformer thing. And so I've been kind of interested in it for that reason. So, be cool. Oops. Mistakes have been made.
I sent you the 2 shots that like I was looking at.
I'll look in a sec.
Yeah.
Oh, he was chasing me. Okay. So... There we go.
2.5D is such a funny phrase. It's not a bad one. It's just it means so many different things. Because it's it's just there's a lot of ways to fake 3D.
What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the Nintendo Switch Sports was really funny because I've been watching Vinesauce play Wii Sports Resort, and he was playing it in an emulator, so it was in HD, and I was thinking about how nice it looked, and was like, it would be cool if they just like ported this game to the Switch and just had it look like this, and we just used the Joy-Cons for it, and that would be fun. And then literally the next day they announced Nintendo Switch Sports, and at first I was like, oh my god, I was just thinking about that. This is gonna be cool. And then I saw what the characters look like and everything, and I'm like, what the hell did they do to it?
Yeah.
It just looks like Wii Sports always had like just
it
sort of a
looks like
generic
the Xbox avatars.
Yeah, like Wii Sports always had a generic aesthetic, right? Like it was always supposed to be kind of plain. But it was kind of like quirky.
Like, well, it's like Mii's were also that way, right? They're playing.
Yeah, the Mii's, and also the Mii's, they had that thing where they just had like floating hands. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, and now they have arms.
Yeah, some people, I forgot about that. Like, they just had like ball hands. Like, and they were like that for a long time. Like on the 3DS Mii Plaza, the Mii stuff was like that. Like that's just how Mii's are. And then it's like, well, what the hell do they do to them?
But now it's like you have like Mii's and then whatever the other people are.
Yeah, I don't know. And then it's like Mii's are still in it. What the hell are these other characters even here for?
The real issue that like I enjoyed Wii Sports. I played quite a bit of it. But the real issue I have with it is they didn't show a 300 pin bowling mode, because that was the best part of Wii Sports. Aside from maybe the like fighting with swords thing or stuff
it's just like I will admit the backgrounds and the environments look really nice, and there's like these fun little visual effects on things, like when stuff collides there's like little like almost hand-drawn looking effects, kind of like Smash Bros type of thing, and those look nice, but I can't help but like the game just doesn't have the charm of Wii Sports in some way.
It feels like it has... Okay, I can't quite remember how much stuff was on Wii Sports, but it feels like this has like a vastly less amount of things. Like,
yeah,
had like 6
and also
things.
golf to be added this fall.
Okay, so 7 things. Whereas
I've
like
started,
Wii Sports like had like a million random garbage things.
I've managed to start a minor...
fun.
I've managed to start a minor meme with golf to be added this fall. I'm very proud of that.
Oh.
I wanted people to just stick that onto images of other games.
It's just another video game sticker, like featuring Dante from Devil May Cry 3.
I thought somebody added like they had an image they've apparently been building up for a long time with a bunch of stickers like that, and they added golf to be added this fall.
Yeah.
Oh, and new funky mode. Don't forget that one. People love that one. And the one that I discovered, I've popularized 2 of these stickers now, because I also popularized the bouncing boobs technology.
Oh yes, I remember that one. What was the other thing I was saying? Oh yeah, the Mario Kart thing feels something. I don't know.
I'm pleased about that, because like,
I just like
track sounds nice. Here's
the thing: you are paying for the Nintendo premium thing or whatever, right?
Yeah,
So
me and a
like
bunch of other people
like
got in
that
on
makes
that
sense. I don't like if I feel
together.
like if I had Mario Kart 8, I mean, I'm not the kind of person who likes Mario Kart that much, so it might just be a me thing, but I just feel like I wouldn't want to spend $30 like after buying a $60 game to like get like more levels. I know it's a substantial amount of them,
Yeah.
but like I don't think I'd do that. Cuz I guess I'm just not a kart racer fan. But like mostly it's
I
just
just
like it
like
doesn't
Mario
add
Kart.
anything substantial to the game, I
I
feel
just like
like.
arcade racing games.
Yeah, I'm not as big into them. So like for me to like want to buy a DLC, it has to be like a story that I like or something like that, you know, generally. Or a world I have like some sort of investment in. And Mario Kart does not have any of that. But also I kind of hate Mario Kart. So
Oh.
there's also that working against it.
But yeah, also I wanted to mention, this is like slightly related topic. So I've been playing more Pokemon Legends, right? And I've been thinking the whole time about what you've said about how you felt about how the Pokemon look in that game.
Yeah.
And I have not had any problem with them at all. Like I like how they look. Like they don't look out of place at all to me. Funny enough.
That's fine. I said this on my last stream. I don't know how many times I said this, but like I do need to say that I had seen really bad shots of the game's terrain previously.
Hmm.
Because I had seen basically no foliage. But when I've
I
seen like
see.
footage with foliage, like yeah, it looks really nice overall.
I mean,
I still think the Pokemon models just are the worst, are the most boring part of that in some cases, but like that's okay.
I mean, people who want to make the game look bad will take like the most unflattering screenshots they possibly can.
I know that, but these didn't seem like they were that. So like, I think it just happened to be like, I don't know, an area where there was little foliage and like just a ground texture.
Yeah, I think the Pokemon look nice. If anything, just the way that their style is slightly different from everything else just makes them easier to spot.
Yeah,
It just highlights them better, which is
I guess
good, I think.
I want them to do something with the Pokemon that doesn't feel like the same things.
They're well, I mean, the animations they have in this game are like fantastic. Like the Pokemon actually feel like they're living in the world for once.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's the deer Pokemon Stantler, which is a Pokemon that I always thought was kind of boring. But
Yeah,
in this game, they
it's an awful Pokemon.
they actually look and act like actual deer, and they sort of like they add some
At
life
least
to
they
the
fit
world.
little then.
I'm like, wow, Stantler's actually kind of nice to have around. So this is really interesting. Do not wish to be seen. I've been seen.
Yep.
I have
really did
no
get
clue how
stung.
the hell you're supposed to do this, or what you're supposed to do
You'll
over
figure
there.
it out someday. Probably.
I'm gonna, instead of just trying to go in there, I'm gonna, this was an idea I had before that I forgot about, is I'm just gonna try and scout around the area and see if
That's
there's
a good
anything else.
question, Adam. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, this, Pokemon Legends is kind of incredible for all of the things that they've managed to make literal that were abstract in previous games.
Mm.
And it's really interesting.
Except for one.
What?
Pokemon shrinking.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that becoming literal.
I gotta wonder what that means, like, because, like, don't Pokeballs also shrink?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Because, like,
I guess
you know, like,
maybe.
how, like, in the anime, they're, like, sometimes tiny and they're sometimes bigger.
What was I gonna say about this?
Okay.
What was I about to say? Oh yeah, the Pokemon battles are really cool too because they changed so much about how they work. Like there's like some stuff from the main games there's I'm just tripping over my words today. There's some things from the battles from the main games that you keep knowledge of and are still relevant to this game. But like there's so much different, like so many moves have like different effects, and like the way that the battles are like partially real time, and like the Pokemon can like move multiple times in a row, and like there's like strategy of like trying to get as many moves in as you can and stuff like that, or just trying to get the battle over with by doing like a stronger move. There's like so much more here, and it's really interesting. Like they got rid of the sleep status effect. It's now just drowsiness.
But what does that mean?
Like they will just sort of fail to move on certain turns because they're too sleepy.
Is that like a benefit, you think? I don't know.
I don't know, it's just different.
It is different.
And then there's like the move Stealth Rock, which normally like puts rocks on the field, and when you switch in Pokemon it hurts them. And that's been changed to a move that just kind of hurts you over time. It's just random things like that. It's really cool.
That's for the
fact,
best, Sasha.
There's the fact that you can just sort of like move around during the battles. If you want to run away, you just literally run away. Like that's better. Like there's also just a run option, but it's better to just leave because you can leave your Pokemon behind, distracting the Pokemon that would otherwise be trying to attack you. And that's kind of incredible. Also, they really did a good job at just making the Pokemon seem intimidating. Like, there's a lot of Pokemon that normally I would have thought of as being just like little cute little guys, but in this game, they're like terrifying.
That's good. I want more of that. Like, there was someone,
like, you know how Zubat, which is just sort of like the most generic Pokemon that there is that everybody gets tired of running into. Zubats are scary now.
That's good.
Like Zubats will mess you up.
There's someone in a server I've been who's been playing it with a mod that reduces the experience gain by 40%. I'm like, why would I don't want that. But like, I'd love a mod that just makes like obviously
in this, like, I might understand that for something like Brilliant Diamond, where there's just kind of too much experience.
I think that just like is the case with like a lot of Pokemon games.
But in this game, it doesn't.
That's not what I care about.
This game still feels difficult. Like my Pokemon like get knocked out and stuff still. Like this game, like dude, you are in a brutal world in this game, and like sometimes you have to fight the Pokemon yourself.
That's good.
That's
the good shit.
Like sometimes they just fight you.
I think if I was playing that game, I would not mind a mod that makes that even like and then ramps that up more. Honestly.
Oops. I also like the fact that oh yes, I like that you can catch Pokemon without fighting them. That's good too. You can just kind of sneak around and try and get them. And also, like it makes a difference where you hit the Pokemon with the Pokeball. Like you can surprise them from behind and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which usually means hitting them in the butt.
Well, it depends on them, but yeah.
I also just like that they've added new Pokemon. It's cool. Although the only ones I found so far are just like not catchable at the moment, so that's a little bit disappointing. But
wait, like, is there brand new Pokemon for this game? Because like I don't know anything about that.
Completely brand new.
Okay.
And there's regional variants.
Not just like a regional variant.
No.
Okay.
I mean, regional variants sometimes have new evolutions that are just brand new Pokemon, and they're doing some of that in this.
It doesn't count like that. I get, like, yeah, but like, you know what I mean. It's not like quite the same.
I feel like it is.
There's still like a difference though there, where it's like, well, it's an evolution of a previously existing Pokemon, so it has some similarities.
Well, new evolutions are always one of my favorite parts of Pokemon.
No, like they're not bad at all. What I'm just saying is like, it is different from adding an entirely new species of Pokemon
Well, not to
because
me
there is at
really.
least one route design.
I like the additions of new evolutions, sometimes even more than just completely new Pokemon. So.
Hmm. Yeah, that's the thing with me, Sasha. If I played that game, I'm sure I wouldn't have seen like most of the Pokemon in it because I don't know Pokemon.
um. Also, something that was really funny is I had a Baneri get stuck in a tree in Pokemon Legends Arceus, and so
I've
I could not
seen
catch
many
it.
videos of things like that.
I could not catch it because it was stuck in a tree. But also in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, there was a Baneri that got stuck in a rock. So,
Huh,
do Baneris just get stuck in things? Is that just one of the things that they do?
I guess.
So this area is
They
awfully
they follow
confusing.
Ryan's advice too much.
Ryan is advice?
Ryan.
Uh, hit
Ryan
that,
Xenoblade
hit
Chronicles.
that yoinky splanky.
Get her stuck in.
Speaking of Xenoblade, that's a series that keeps getting new games, but I only care about the first game.
I I still need to finish the first game. I do want to eventually. I
I
just
really
don't have
liked
the
it.
ability to play it currently.
It's just long. It's like a 100-hour game.
Yeah. I got like 50 hours or something into it. I
I
don't
beat it
know.
at exactly 100 hours. It was kind of incredible.
Yeah. I think
It took
like
me like 30 hours to really figure out the gameplay as well, but once that clicked with me, I had a lot more fun the rest of the game.
I think I don't really know if I care about the sequels either. But I also kind of just I don't like how they went from like that kind of like halfway realistic look in Xenoblade Chronicles to like the anime style characters.
Yeah. Like
Like I yeah
the characters all looked so generically anime in Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
and
Like
two.
they look, well, I haven't looked at that one as much, but this
Oh,
trailer for
okay.
this new one is fresh in my mind, and there's just these characters, they just like the most stereotypical anime characters, like they're just like hitting the archetypes. It's
But, like
like,
also like there's just like a missing. I don't know. There's a good. I think that in between style's good. That's
yeah.
all. I just miss
Like, I love
games
the
looking
aesthetic of
like
the
that.
first Xenoblade, and it does feel
Yeah.
missing in the other ones.
I mean, I think maybe Xenoblade Chronicles X might be somewhat similar, but
That one's like
I
completely
I've never played
different.
that one
It
either.
seems interesting.
Well, like but aesthetically,
Yeah.
it's less
Yeah.
anime. Yeah.
But it has less to do with the other Xenoblades, so it's kind of interesting.
Hmm. But also it's got mechs, which means I'm more interested.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. um, let's see. Um, oops, I've gone too far in a few places. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I was gonna compare it to something, I think, where it was just like... I guess it's similar to my experience with Borderlands, where I just sort of like the first one, and then the other ones aren't for me as much.
I think the first one had a nice like you're in the middle of a wasteland feel to it, and the other ones became more of like a thrill ride. It kind of went the same
Yeah,
way. I
it
feel like the
really...
way
Because I enjoyed the way it was, like I've seen it described as a sci-fi western, and the first game really
yeah
feels like that,
yep.
and then the other
But
ones
like
are less so.
it's kind of like the tonal shift between like Portal 1 and 2. It's
Except
similar in
for...
that like it becomes more,
That one's different
like
for me because I actually like Portal 2 better than the first one.
I don't dislike Portal 2, but like it's just, it's a different it
And
becomes more of
also,
like a funny time rather than like a serious time.
I played them out of order. I played Portal 2 and then Portal 1, and
Mm,
I felt like they had the same aesthetic to me personally.
really
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I didn't even really notice the difference.
I think the difference might not even be intentional. It might just be that the first one didn't have the budget or stuff as much, so like it's left feeling more dreary and like more kind of like isolated
I
because of
didn't feel
that.
any of that at all.
Hmm.
Just interesting. Uh-oh, we got the buy followers bot. I haven't seen those in ages.
Oh hey, first time chat from viewer.
Thanks, Sasha.
Thank you, Sasha. I was about to do it.
That's that. We haven't seen that in ages. Oh, also, speaking of Borderlands, Arrow, if we do Borderlands 3 together, Lynn said she is interested to join us for that, potentially.
Wait, remind me, it needs to be on the PS4 though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think
okay.
is where she has it. I'll have to
look
confirm
more,
that with her. I'm pretty sure that that's where she's got it.
Yeah, Lynn has a PS4 because Lynn was playing Subnautica on that, I think.
Yeah, I know she has a PS4. I just wasn't sure if that's where she played Borderlands 3. She said that she didn't like it very much.
You haven't played the first Portal, Sasha? I mean, I'd give it a shot. It's fun.
I played the first Portal because when I bought Half-Life 2 to stream it, Portal came with it.
I think I'm very certain. Like I don't know. I do feel like there is a huge tonal shift. Like the first one feels a lot more sinister,
It's really interesting because yeah, I did not.
and then the
get that
second
at
one feels a
all.
lot more goofy, which isn't like bad. It's just different.
It didn't like the Portal 2. I thought I remember really like I didn't think it was that goofy, weirdly enough. Like it did jokes, of course, but like
It has
I don't
a
know,
lot.
it felt like dark and like
I don't get that at all.
because you just like end up in like this like the place is like so huge and like you end up so deep
Yeah, but
underground.
then you have
and
Cave
there's all this
Johnson,
stuff.
who's literally just like a walking meme.
I don't know. I don't know. It
That's
didn't really
fair.
feel like that to me. I took it seriously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you played through the entire co-op as well?
Yes, I did that with Shiny on my stream last year.
I do like the killing machines.
Don't think you can really get into these buildings. It doesn't.
You can't. I mean, you might be able to if you could somehow like not get spotted while you're right next to them.
Doesn't look like there's anything in there though.
No, there's not really.
It doesn't matter. This is interesting though. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Going to the club meeting. Oops. Went a little too fast there.
Wheatley is also a very goofy character. Really? I don't think he's like the best villain. He's kind of like. I mean, no, he's pretty good. Like he's like a good like I don't know what I'm doing villain.
Also, Shiny had been like saying that it would be cool if Valve put their stuff on the Switch, like pretty much since the Switch was out. And so it's interesting to see them finally do that. I wasn't nobody was expecting that because, you know, Valve's coming out with their own handheld pretty soon.
Yeah.
That's basically like the Switch. So they
See,
didn't
Nintendo,
think
we're
they
not
would want
trying
to
to
put that on
compete.
there.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well, it seemed like it was some kind of like goodwill gesture.
I guess.
So that's maybe not too far off. But
It does feel funny to me in some like it's really good, I think, because like those games deserve to get out there and be played by people who haven't played them before.
yeah.
And I'm glad that they're like available that way, especially that the second one has multiplayer built in.
Yeah.
Because that's really enjoyable as well.
It's
It
just,
is
I
funny
just
because like my
recently played
first
those
reaction
games.
was like, "That's so funny" because they're so old, which is like not really an issue,
Yeah,
but like
no.
it's just funny how like long it's been since we've had any news from any games out of
Yeah.
Valve.
Oh, yeah, also I forgot to mention earlier, I was going to mention that I want to play Earthbound Beginnings, but I have not heard good things about that game. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about it.
Is that just that's just what they're calling the first one, right?
Yeah, that's the localized title.
Okay.
Earthbound Beginnings. I want them, if they ever re-release, or if they ever just port Mother 3 in outside of Japan, I really want them to call it Earthbound Conclusion.
That like I never could get into Half-Life as a series. I tried to play one several times and it just never stuck.
I'm gonna let
And
this guy catch me.
so I just Half-Life 2 never really interested me that much either, so I just never played it.
I had a good time with both of them. And the episodes of Half-Life 2.
Mhm.
I
It definitely had a huge impact. I love Gary's mod.
Apparently, the developers who made Half-Life Alyx are working on more Half-Life now.
Huh.
So, Half-Life 3 is apparently real now. I'll believe it when I see it, but they said that they are excited about Half-Life and they're already working on their next thing. So, and plus the ending of Half-Life Alyx set up a Half-Life 3. So, I've just seen people say that they hope that it will be just a regular game and not specifically a VR game. Because the VR one was nice, but like it's kind of niche.
Could be one with an optional VR mode, I guess.
Yeah, people would be interested in just having it be just a regular game.
I'd imagine it would be though, because it's like it feels like it would have to be if it's a main game. Because like when when you have like a series of games that's not been like a VR thing, it feels like the only thing that people ever make is like VR side stories, you know.
Like they seem interested.
I wouldn't want to alienate most of my audience either, honestly.
They seem interested to make more games because, like, I mean, they made Source 2. They only have one game with that at the moment, which is Half-Life Alyx. It seems like they're getting back into doing games.
I'd like to see more Portal, but like I'm not really sure what else there is to do there.
Yeah.
Because there's like, I know there's like the Lego Dimensions game, and then there's like fan games. Like I've played like Portal Stories now.
There's Bridge Constructor Portal.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play that. And then if you want to go play like multiplayer shooty Halo or multiplayer shooty Portal, you can play Splitgate, which is just Halo plus Portal.
So this area is really interesting in that
there's trees.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. There's something over there.
Yeah, Valve hire Sasha. That's what this new stream's slogan is.
I guess we can extinguish the house, potentially. Like, that seems like what I gotta do. Let me just figure out how to get over there first. Or if I can't get over there. So it's like... Yeah, let me see here. And ruin their concert. It's just,
Half-Life is funny to me too, because aren't there like there's like the two other side games which are like you play as like one of the military dudes and then you play as a security guard or whatever.
Yeah.
It's always funny.
Expansions. Back when DLC was called an expansion.
Yeah.
And it came in its own extra box.
Like all the Spore ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only game that I was around for that did that was Spore.
I was around for several, but the only one I really have is like Total Annihilation and then Spore.
Although The Sims did that too, and I was aware of that. Actually, The Sims still does that. They released Sims 4 updates physically.
Like, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I have like an expansion thing for.
PC games getting physical releases is such a rare thing now. It's kind of interesting. Like you can go to like Target and they will have some PC games physically there, but like
it was
really interesting which
I feel
ones
like it was fairly rare even like during the PS2 era though.
Also, a lot of PC games that you buy physically don't even have the game on them. It's just like a code to get it
download code
on Steam or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's how I have a physical copy of Portal 2, and that's how it is. All it is just a Steam code
I hate that.
on a disc. In fact, I think it came with like a piece of paper that just if you didn't even want to use the disc, it just says your code. But I get to have Portal 2 on my shelf. Woo! I mean, I do like having Portal 2 on my shelf, but I'm gonna enjoy having Squeeball's Party on my shelf though, so make of that what you will. I'm also planning to, speaking of buying games like that, I'm planning to get the DS game Touch the Dead.
Huh.
Because it's such a funny name. It's like a first-person shooter on the DS, and so you know you shoot with the touch screen.
I don't know, Rayman fan. I would imagine they were, but I don't know.
I think they were, Adam, because I know like Half-Life was released on the original Xbox and stuff like that. So
Oh yeah, they had
used
the
to
orange
release them.
box.
They used to release them on consoles, yeah. Apparently Half-Life on the original Xbox is like a trip. Actually no, it was Half-Life 2 on the original Xbox that was a trip. That's what I was remembering. Can you believe they put Half-Life 2 on the original Xbox? It's like
No,
it
like,
was
that
so
seems
pared
fine.
down. It was really wild. I watched a video about it.
Huh.
It like barely manages to function. It's kind of a miracle they got it on there. Oh, the other name for Touch the Dead, what was it? It was it was called Dead and Furious. That's what it was
That
called
doesn't
outside
even
of the
sound like
US.
anything.
It's called Dead and Furious. Whee!
I'd only accept that if it was like a parody of Fast and Furious.
But yeah, I love the title Touch the Dead because it's like, no, I don't want to, please. I don't want to
I
do
love that
that.
like insinuation that like they're gonna like somehow recreate the texture of like dead people through the DS screen. Like they're gonna recreate
Also,
that sensation.
also on the cover, the zombie on the cover has like a hole directly through its head, which is interesting.
That's where you touch it.
You stick your finger in there. I'm also gonna buy the DS version of Adventure Time. Hey Ice King, why'd you steal our garbage this year? And that one is interesting because it's just like the 3DS version, except for everything is like JPEG compressed. And there's less screen real estate. And also it's missing some of the music. So it's just kind of a worse version, but it's like...
It's like Sonic.
I don't know, it's just interesting. Because like there's no other game I even can think of that released simultaneously on the 3DS and DS together. And so it's just sort of like, it's an interesting thing to look at, because it's a unique case. Sticking your hands in a hole and touch the dead, no!
It just reminds me of playing Sonic Unleashed on the PS2. After, like I was like, I want this for Christmas for my birthday or whatever, and then I got it. But this is after I'd played a fair amount of it at my friend's house on the PS3. I was just so disappointed.
Speaking of Sonic Unleashed, I was just talking the other day about how nobody talks about the newest Xbox. Like, I know literally nothing about it.
Yeah.
And then when I was posting about that, people were bringing up, you can, like, everybody who responded to that was like, you can play Sonic Unleashed in 60 FPS.
That's not the new Xbox, though.
Yes, I mean, that's what you can do on the new Xbox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it backwards compatible or something?
Yeah, and it's like, upgrades it a little.
Yeah, okay, well, whatever.
And it's like, I'm not gonna buy a console for that.
Yeah!
Like
Also, don't
the,
forget you'd have to get a copy of the game for the Xbox
plus
then
they
as
were
well.
plus people were like, it's so backwards compatible. If you have an Xbox collection, you can play all of your games. And it's like, well, I own not a single Xbox game, so
Yeah.
yeah. Otherwise, I like this is the only time I've heard anybody talk about it was when I specifically like brought up that nobody talks about it, and then they're like, it plays Xbox games, and I'm like, oh, great.
What is an
Yeah,
Xbox game?
I
Like,
didn't
I
know
feel like there's
that.
not many Xbox exclusives, right? Because like even if they are, they're usually
Yeah,
also on
people were
PC.
also bringing that up. It was like
It's like
it's even worse than
PlayStation
than
has really nice
PlayStation
like love
on that
things that
regard.
don't come out other places, and so does Nintendo. So like I don't know.
Uh, I, s- I still don't have any exclusive games in the PS4. I have a couple games that were
Yeah,
exclusive
but
at
you
one
don't
point,
like
but
have any love for them either. It feels like so like that's fair.
yeah, I didn't grow up with PlayStation. I just got the PlayStation 4 because it'll play games more reliably than my computer will at this point.
Yeah,
Recent
I feel
releases.
that.
That's what I'm still using it for.
You should play Shadow of the Colossus. Although yeah, the PS2 version is the best version, so I don't know. I was really hoping that they would do like the thing
I'm
they did with
plant
like those
forming.
Halo remasters, where you could like press a button and it'd go between like the old
Did you
game
see that
and the
epic plant
new
forming I
game.
did? Oh
Yeah, you
damn, this
really
is a
did it.
thing. Get it plant forming because I was platforming on a tree.
You're right, Sasha. You are on my computer right now. Good job.
And she's in there gnawing on the wires.
Please don't do that. I really can't afford a new computer right now.
So this seems like it was just purely a shortcut. Because now I'm just over here. I've been over here before.
I'll be honest. I don't know what the purpose of that bridge is.
Yeah, it just seems to have been a shortcut.
I didn't use it at all when I played through this.
Yeah, gosh dang it. I was
Like I
man.
activated it several times, but I could never find a reason for me to like do that.
Yeah, I need to find something that'll blow out the house. Probably. That's how this typically goes. Except for normally you do that because then that activates the dudes, but they're already just pre-activated here.
You should play The Last Guardian.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what The Last Guardian is? Even
Never
better.
heard of
Play
it.
it. That's good. Keep it that way.
Okay.
Because you will only hear bad things that are kind of unfair, in my opinion. I think you should play it.
Ah. I have no idea what to do here. I'm completely stumped. I have not been completely stumped in this game for a while, but I've reached that point now.
Wait. Oh, I guess Horizon's no longer an exclusive.
Yeah,
But it
yeah,
used to
yeah,
be an
yeah.
exclusive.
That's what I meant where it used to be exclusive. I have Nier Automata and I have Horizon Zero Dawn, and both of those used to be
Nier is
exclusives.
so good. The only other one I can think of that I've played really is Bloodborne, and I guess Gravity Rush. But Gravity Rush is
Oh,
from the
wait.
Vita.
You know what? Oh, wait, no, never mind. I was gonna say I have Bug Snacks, but no, they put that on PC too.
Yeah. Gravity Rush is fun.
Apparently, did you know Gravity Rush is 10 years old this year? I
What
saw,
the
I saw
fuck?
people
I mean,
talking
I
about
played it
that.
way after it came out,
Came out
and
in
I haven't
2012.
played the sequel, but maybe I'll get to the sequel someday.
It was like one of the few apparently cool things that the PS Vita had.
People loved their Vitas, from what I heard.
People love their Vitas if you like JRPGs.
No,
From what
there's
I've
also
heard.
like they were very easy to hack. So like you could run both
Oh.
like the things and like use them as like a little computer.
I feel like at that point it's not the console itself that you're loving. If you love
But it
the
is
stuff
though,
you can like
because like someone had
force
to
it
build
to
that
do.
hardware.
I don't really count that as a reason to get a system. It's because it's like I could do that on anything.
But
Why
like
does it need to be the
you
PS
want
Vita?
portable hardware that's like reliable, then like maybe that's the best way to get it.
Maybe. I have heard that the original PSP is very
No,
good for
I've heard
emulators.
about. I'm talking about PS Vitas. I know I've heard people talk about them in this aspect.
I know the PSP has some really good emulation,
Yeah.
like some pretty accurate emulation. I am 100% confused about what I'm supposed to do here. Unfortunately. Absolutely confused.
Okay, Adam.
There's something down there. No, that's the doorway. There's something up
I
there.
have Undertale on the PS4. Because when they
I have
made that
Undertale on
collector's
PC.
edition one,
I kind
that's
of
where
want
I
to get
got
the
it since I'd already played
Switch
it on.
collector's edition of Undertale at some point. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, it's surprisingly not super expensive. It was only $80.
Oh, nice.
And it comes with like a pure gold locket thing.
Well, it's not pure gold, but yeah, I have that because like that's what they did with all of them. It has like a music CD. It has like
Well, it was like a
some
high
other
carat
like,
gold.
things. The locket's nice though.
Yeah, it seems nice. Yeah, the whole thing seems pretty cool. If I ever played Undertale again, I would want to do it like on the Switch. So it would work as well. I kind of want to do a genocide run at some point just to see if I can if I got the skill. How did you get me through the tree, dude?
Like when you say skill though, like it's really only the Sans fight, right?
Well, there's a couple. It requires skill. I mean, I was never good at Papyrus's fight, for one thing. And you gotta do Papyrus. Papyrus. And just see if I have the stamina as well. It's an endurance thing. Cause like at this point, I'm like so separated from it that it's like when I first heard about it, I was like, oh my god, that's too heavy for me. But now it's just like for like lore and etc. And like also just it seems interesting as a game. I kind of want to do it, you know? It's kind of where I'm at on it at this point.
Play Wild Arms 3.
Oh.
That's a PlayStation exclusive. It's also ported to there's a native port for the PS4.
What was I going to say about that? But yeah, also I was inspired to do that when I was like really good at Jevil and Spamton in Deltarune. Particularly because I was good at Jevil. I was just like, maybe I could handle the Undertale stuff. Jevil only took me 2 tries. Spamton I think also took me 2 tries, but the first try was like kind of bogus.
I mean, there's no sense not just trying.
Hi, Chroma.
Oh, hi, Chroma.
But yeah, I think it would be interesting to try Genocide route in Undertale. See if I can do it.
I'm curious if I have any other exclusives. I'm gonna go look.
Yeah, I don't really have any other leads or anything at this point. So I'm just kind of stuck trying to figure out this thing at the moment.
Yeah.
Unless I just wander at random. Which doesn't feel like it'll be super productive. Necessarily. You know, before I go there again, I'm going to go back to the spot where there's the info about this and just double check
No,
if there's
Chroma.
anything else. Yeah, no, Chroma, it's just the same thing I was doing at the end of last stream. Still not making any progress on that.
There's the PlayStation exclusives. The Kingdom Hearts series. Well, they're not really anymore. They used to be. Now they're on the PC, and they're going to be on Switch, kind of, but not really.
Yeah,
Kind of
it's their Google Stadia version on the Switch.
Yeah, that's stinky.
Did you know that they did that with one of the Dragon Quest games on the 3DS? They streamed it to the 3DS. That was a Japanese only thing.
That's weird.
But yeah, that's the they dabbled in that all the way back in the 3DS days.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The main 3 also went to the Xbox. Well, at least I know 3 had like a release on Xbox. That was like the first one.
It was a Dragon Quest MMO. Interesting.
Oh, it was an MMO. That makes more sense then. But like, it's still interesting that it wasn't rendered natively.
Mm-hmm. Let me grab that. Let me grab that. So I'm just watching the slide reel again, just to figure out if there's anything I'm missing.
Huh.
Like, I just want to review the footage again. Because, like, I'm out of leads, so I figure I can just... figure this won't hurt. Refresh myself on this. I know I mentioned briefly...
Elden Ring isn't an exclusive, right?
I keep seeing people mention Elden Ring. Like Vinesauce mentioned Elden Ring coming out next month. What is that?
Yeah.
I've never heard of
It's
it.
the new FromSoft game. It's the new Dark Souls, basically. It's not Dark Souls.
Oh.
Like it's in the same style of gameplay, but it's not like the
like
same world.
Sekiro?
So, yeah.
Gotcha.
But like more it looks like more close to Dark Souls than Sekiro. It just looks like the world is like the main difference.
Gotcha.
Rather than there being like different gameplay elements that are like big.
Sekiro, I watched Vinesauce play that game. I thought that game looked cool. I like some of the stuff in
Sekiro
that
seems
game.
fun. I haven't played that one. Bloodborne's fun.
I don't know if I'm interested
kind
to
of.
play that kind of game, but Sekiro was interesting to watch.
I think if I ever played another FromSoft game that wasn't like Armored Core, then I...
Hello? You cut out. We lost Arrow! Oh, there you are. You cut out. What were you saying?
I'm back.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I died.
Oh, what were you saying, Arrow? What if you
I
ever
was
played another one of those
saying, like,
games?
if I ever did play another FromSoft game that wasn't Armored Core, it would be Sekiro, but I don't even know if I care that much.
Gotcha. Okay.
Bloodborne I burnt out on super hard, honestly.
So there's that bridge thing. And then they just go into the house. And then they walk into the fireplace. Well, yeah, there's really no new info here.
You walk through the fire.
Yeah, I know, but I can't get there.
Through the fire and flames, we carry on.
I do note that this guy walks with his flame concealed. That's the only thing of note. Yes, look. I'll like pause it where you can see. Like in this frame right here. Well, you'll see when I stop on a frame.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you kind of have to do that because otherwise the dudes notice you. So, like, I've already been doing that.
But, like, he's with other people, so, like...
Yeah.
I wonder if that's really, like... I wonder if that's why they did that, though, just, like... Yeah, you should use that feature to hide from them.
Yeah, because
Very
yeah,
subtle.
he's still hiding it as he goes through the fire as well. Yes, I really had all the info here. Other than standing here and watching them go in?
Yo, online multiplayer is open to all players this weekend.
Don't know. Online multiplayer
Oh,
and
I
what?
just realized if we ever do the Bloodborne thing together, I'm gonna have to pay for PS Plus as well.
I don't have that either.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Oh man, we that would be required for Borderlands, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we'd all have to pay for that. That doesn't have a family plan as far as I'm aware either, so we can't like just do like a
Hmm.
thing. And
That's
then
a
even then
thought.
we'd be limited by the month. Um,
I mean, we could always just do like we did with Horizon.
let's play it parallel. I
Yeah.
guess maybe. Uh,
I mean, I'm used to playing uh Borderlands by myself anyway, so I don't know why it took
yeah.
so long to form that sentence, but
I gotta wonder how well it performs on PC, because it would be nice if we could do that.
yeah, I don't know how good it's gonna be on my computer, especially if I'm trying
Like,
to
yeah,
stream
that's
it.
like the thing. That's the bottom line. And then we also gotta like uh wait for it to be on sale or something.
Yeah, everybody subscribe to my Twitch channel and pledge to my Patreon so we can afford PlayStation Plus. For your streaming entertainment.
I miss the days when like I never had a PS3 during those days, but when PlayStation had like free multiplayer still,
Or when
and like
Nintendo
Xbox
did.
didn't.
Nintendo
I
still
guess
had
yeah,
free online for a long time. And then they made it paid and
yeah.
it didn't make it work any better than it did when
When
it
the
was free.
PS4 came out, that's when PlayStation stopped doing it.
I remember people people weren't super concerned about Nintendo Online becoming a paid service originally because they're like, oh well, their online has always been kind of crappy, so it'll be better now because they're putting the money that we pay
Yeah,
into
that's
servers
definitely
and
what that
stuff.
means. That's definitely what that means.
I mean, people
What
were
a
so
weird assumption
optimistic.
to make.
Well, because they were like, well, they must be making it paid so that they have money to make the servers better.
I guess, but like with a company, you don't assume any of that shit.
People did with Nintendo. People gave them the benefit of the doubt.
Every fucking time.
See, the only thing that has leaked out to me from that Kirby trailer, and I've been trying to avoid it,
Are people
is
talking in chat? I
just...
can't tell if I'm connected to chat.
I haven't seen any chat messages.
Okay.
We do have 8 viewers, though, which is pretty good. You know I'm a small channel when I'm like 8 viewers is great.
Hey, any amount is great, honestly. I turned off my Twitch viewer thing.
What was I going to say? What was I talking about?
Hi, Chroma. You're talking in chat. Thank you.
What was I just talking? It was Nintendo. Dang, I was on something, but then I got distracted with the chat thing. What was I saying?
Word.
Oh, Kirby, yes. The only thing that I've vaguely had leaked to me is that Kirby transforms into a car.
Oh, well, I mean, there's a million memes. How would you avoid that?
Yeah, I've seen I've caught, and also on the Nintendo Switch news, that's in the thumbnail about the Kirby trailer.
Ah, Nintendo at it again.
And so I've like caught glimpses of it out of the corner of my eye. of this Kirby car. But otherwise I know nothing.
Kerchow.
So I'm here, this is the spot that was in the video. There's nothing I can do from here. That's a red
You
herring.
can watch and listen to their music, I guess.
That is true.
When's our Pal World stream gonna happen, you know? Haha, funny, haha.
So there's a rafting thing over here, but that's not gonna help.
I think you're right, Chroma. It without saying too much, it feels like a weird inversion.
And I know there's like a drill Kirby. I've seen that in like thumbnails for trailer and whatever. But otherwise I only know what I saw from the very first trailer of that game. And I want to just stream that game and y'all get my like very first impressions of what's in the game because I know nothing, because that was really fun with Pokemon Legends.
Yeah, I like to avoid spoilers for games I'm interested in too. Sometimes it burns me though, like Aquamarine. Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't want to know anything about Kirby before I play it. So there's like 2 months of trying to avoid info from now until the game comes out. I also want to finally get Kirby and the Amazing Mirror this year. I've been thinking about that game for years. And I've never gotten it. I mean, I guess I just gotta go in there and... I don't know, but they're gonna see me. It's too bright in there. I don't know.
Fire. Why won't they let you go in the fire?
Yeah, I haven't even been able to find the fire yet. So it's so funny, as soon as I walk in here, they stop playing. Like, they just know. Oh yeah, that's the fire.
Yeah. You walked in on their jam session and now they feel a little embarrassed.
Oh man, they're all staring at me. Oh man. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Enough to not come in the first place.
I'm so sorry. And It's so frustrating. The fire's right there. The fire is right there. I want it. Damn. Amazing Mirror seems interesting because people either like love that game or hate it. So it'll be interesting to see what side of the fence I'm on. I've never seen anybody with a mild opinion on Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. I'm gonna pause for a sec. So I feel like I'm not gaining any information about this place at the moment, or what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, the information I'm gaining is that the place is just beansed, and there's no way to get in there.
Okay.
Because there's just too many guys.
Okay.
And they like they know you're there the moment you walk through that door.
Okay.
Um, they know I'm there even when I'm in the bean world. So I can't even really explore that way.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
I don't have anything else.
You have all the info.
There's like... There's no way that I've found to blow out the lights of that house. I've like looked around. There's not much of anything around there.
Well, you got this.
I got this?
Yep.
Like okay, here's a minor hint I would like. Do I like what am I able to do this with the information I have at
Yes.
the moment? I don't have to go somewhere else and look for something else first.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. God, that Ina plush is really good. It's it's still sitting in front of me. Sasha always talks about how she has the little Olivia from Paper Mario Origami King origami that she made that distracts her. Like she'll just notice it and get distracted by it. That's me with this Ina plush now. It's such a good plush. It's like so big and it's like nice quality and like it was worth my purchase like what months ago now. I bought it in like October. It is finally here. I can't believe that there's only 8,000 of them. I mean, I can believe it, but it's like I can't believe I have one. When there's only 8,000 of them. I was apparently one of the biggest Ina fans that there was because I heard that there was going to be a plush and I was sitting there on the website ready as soon as it was available. And I got in there. Only 8,000 people got in there. What number plush did you get, Sasha? Do you know? Like, which one of us beat the other with getting like? Well, I'm sure yours was first in the line.
You're so competitive.
No, I'm not, it's not a competition. I'm just curious. I have number 1,665.
You almost won.
Imagine how the person who has 1,337 must feel.
Damn. Who has number 69?
How must that person feel?
420. Oh god. There's a 6969 out there too.
Yeah, because there's 8,000.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've shipped that many yet, though. We may still be waiting to see who gets 6969.
Go get one now, and you could be number 6969.
Oh, well, mine just came with a card, Sasha. It just has a little sticker on it with the number that was in the bag with Ina. So like there's like a blue drawstring bag, and then inside that was a plastic bag with Ina in it, and next to that was just a cardboard.
What is 2401
with the number on it?
I don't know that number.
It's somehow familiar.
Oh, there's a number 404.
Ina not found.
That one feels the most fitting.
Right, because Ina's like living on the internet.
Oh, it's the L is real
Oh,
thing.
Alice. Oh, right. Now I remember. Gotcha.
Well, okay.
I remember there was some sort of like text that went with it, but I couldn't remember.
You go
No
with
idea.
4501 too, I guess. It's kind of like a video game meme number.
Oh, Sasha, I'm sorry. Oh no.
Don't forget 666. You could have the demon
Oh yeah,
even.
you can have Demina. Dina.
Yeah.
You can have the Bina bug. Sorry, Sasha. It's okay.
Unlucky number Ina 13 actually tries to murder you like Chucky.
Ah. Numbina. So... Oh, what about over there? I don't think I've been over there. Let me get over there. Maybe I have been over there. I mean, the candles are all on. I want a candle that you can light with light.
Like, can't you do that with a regular can?
No, I mean, you just point a light at it and it just lights up. Just like a flashlight, you know?
Well,
Not like a
okay, yeah.
laser.
You just gotta get enough laser pointers so you can make one
I
of
watched
those
a
arrays that they
video
use
the
to
other
blow up
day.
balloons and shit.
I watched a video the other day about this guy bought a tattoo removal laser that was really sketchy from eBay,
Oh god.
and it was like millions of watts of energy in the laser, and like so like some of the things that it was strong enough to do, or so it was a pulse laser, by the way. It's just a continuous beam thing. But it was strong enough, so aluminum foil reflects 99% of the light that hits it, right? Like it just bounces off. With this laser, the 1% of light that was being absorbed by the aluminum was enough to punch a hole directly through it. Like it was like punching holes as if it was like a hole punch, and like blowing sparks out of the other side. Just from the laser.
Nice.
He had a transparent acrylic block, which again, almost all light passes through it without affecting it. The tiny amount of light from this laser that was affecting it was enough to burn the path of the laser into the acrylic. Also, again, air. Super transparent. It has like a 0.0001% refraction index, so light affects it almost none. No, zero amount. There was enough power in this laser that the little bit of light that was affecting the air was enough to make the air explode. Like it was making little like fireballs. It was bonkers.
How did he power it?
You just plug it in. It had to be water cooled though.
Can it really draw that much power from your walls? Like that's
It just sort of, yeah. It's like it uses that much power for like just like a split second is the thing. Like a pulse laser, how it works is it just fires like so you know how fast the speed of light is, right? Like you know how ridiculous it is. A normal laser, you fire it for the split second and it goes 300,000 kilometers. This one is so fast and so high energy that it only manages to get the light to go 3 meters. Like that's how little amount of time it happens for. So it's like super powerful but super short range. Like it loses its energy extremely quickly. You wouldn't be able to shoot it at something far away and have it do anything. But at short range, there's like like just millions of watts of energy. It's really bonkers. Also, he showed the inside of it, and like you know what capacitors are, right? And how tiny those usually are?
Yeah.
It had just an utterly massive capacitor. Just like the biggest capacitor I've ever seen in my life. It was like the size of like a soda can.
Hmm.
And that was part of how it did
I like
that
what Chroma
energy.
said. Laser shank.
And like watching this video, I just felt like lasers are too strong. Like we humans should not have made them. They're too powerful. He had a block of solid tungsten, which is the hardest metal to melt on Earth. It melts at like the highest temperature of any metal. And he was able to, with this laser, he was able to melt a dent into it. So that means that the heat that the laser was producing was probably more than the surface of the sun.
That feels wrong.
It had to have been producing at least 3,850 degrees Fahrenheit. Again, extremely briefly, but still. And then he tried to overclock it to try and get it even stronger, basically. Like he tried to increase the power of it. And then he pressed the button once and it just went and died. Which he then realized made sense because the more you increase the power of a laser, the faster it degrades the laser. And it's an exponential amount. And so the amount that he tried to increase the power of this laser made it die 11,000 times faster than it would have at the power that it had been before. And so that was fast enough that he presses the button once and it just dies. So that was the end of it. Oh, also the other thing that it did was it ruined the cameras that he was using to film it. He didn't even hit it directly, and it was enough to like make a ton of dead pixels on the camera. So like even the light that was just coming off of it like sideways was enough to damage the camera. Which is just bonkers. Also, the thing itself came with like a really sketchy looking like laser goggles. Like they were the wrong color for the color of the laser and everything. And he showed that you could still see the green color of the laser through it, which you should not be able to like. You really shouldn't be able to see the laser at all through the laser goggles, essentially. And you could still see it clearly through these. And then he just fired the laser directly through the laser goggles and was still able to punch holes in metal through the goggles. And he was punching holes in the goggles. So, like, it was a good thing he had his own much better laser goggles for using this thing. But yeah, he also talked about this is why laser weapons are never pulse lasers, because there's such a short range. Which is, was funny because after this we were then watching a Star Wars show, and I realized that all the laser guns in Star Wars are all depicted as pulse lasers, and like it just wouldn't work that way. I was also like, oh, and everybody should have like vision damage in Star Wars because I don't see anybody wearing goggles. Nobody can see in Star Wars because they're next to these high-powered lasers all the time. Can I get this guy to move? That guy doesn't care about me. They really don't care that much about me. Interestingly. Why are you just... That guy is the only one who really bothers. Oh, wait, no. It's interesting, these ones spend a while just kind of staring at me before they decide to do anything. They're different. They're built different. Arrow, I'm sorry, I'm really stumped here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm extremely stumped. And you said I have all the information needed for this.
You do. You literally do.
What the hell am I missing? What am I not putting together here?
The information.
Well, I mean, there's nothing more to the video about this place. It didn't show turning out the lights. I can't find a place to turn out the lights. There's usually, like it usually would point me to that if that was required. Like the other places did. They showed me where to go to turn out the lights. This gives me nothing.
For now.
There's nowhere else I have to go to figure this out. You sure?
Yep.
I've spent nearly 2 hours on this.
Well, I'm not saying anything about locations, but you have all the information.
Because I just want to know if there's nowhere else I have to go. Like if I can just go here and figure it out. That's what I'm talking about.
What does here mean?
That place with the house. In the little forest.
I mean, you have to go through the fire.
Well, yeah, but I mean, figuring out how to get through the fire. There's nowhere else I have to go to figure that out, right?
There could be.
Chroma says all the information, but did you remember to get the minigun from level 2?
Yeah, that's a good point. Did you?
Well, this has so far been the least productive stream of Echoes of the Eye that I've done so far. Because I'm almost done with this stream, and I've still not even... I've not figured out this... This is the first time that I've done a whole stream of this and not made any progress.
You just gotta put the pieces together.
I don't know what I missed. Like, what are my pieces, even? Like, I know the video and what it shows.
I don't know, you were spelling it out earlier, but, like, you just didn't put them together.
I was spelling it... Really? I was just talking about how you can't do anything in the house, and then I can't do anything outside of the house to affect the inside of the house.
Yeah?
The only thing is that I walk in there and they kind of just stare at me for a while, and then they get me. I can't sneak past.
Right.
I can't get past them. Because if I get too close, then they instantly start going after me. And like, there's that other room of the house. I couldn't get in there because they noticed me in the bean world, and of course they notice me when I'm corporeal. I got nothing. I'm completely stumped.
You'll figure it out.
I'll try the bean world again and try sneaking around in there some more. They're too perceptive.
I think you, at one point, literally spelled out an idea of, like, what you had to do, but then you didn't do it.
Well, what was it? Remind me. Remind me what I said. Oh.
So, let's talk about this here.
Yeah.
You need to get in the fire.
Yes. This I'm very aware of.
Okay.
There's a dude in front of the fire.
But they're blocking the way.
Yes.
So they need to not be there.
Yeah, I said, can I get them to move? But they shut the door on me.
That hasn't seemed to work so far, has it?
Yeah, no, they shut the door.
So
I'm just
it must
kind
be
of
a different way.
I mean, they started moving, but it's such close quarters that there's just kind of no escape.
Right, so there must be a different way.
I mean, I've been talking about trying to figure out how to turn the lights off, but I can't find anything.
Okay. So if there's nothing to
none
turn
of
the
those
lights off
extinguished
on your own,
locations.
maybe there's a different way that the lights turn off.
Well, I have a guess, but it's not something that I guessed before, so it's probably not what you're talking about, but we've been able to affect lights in the real world before.
No, that's a single puzzle.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that wouldn't be it. And also that was, we went to the virtual world and that affected lights in the real world. It wasn't the other way around. You got 10 viewers for this, I better figure it out.
I think you will. But I think that's like why would you watch a puzzle game where the person just knows the solution? Unless they're speedrunning, I guess.
They want the satisfaction of seeing me figure it out.
Nah, I like seeing people suffer. Because, like, that's when they're, like, you actually get to see them think. And, like, that's when
Here
you get, like, the
being
good
optimistic about people's motivations for watching me.
It's not about the suffering. It's just about seeing them actually, like, work through something and then, like, grasp it. But the suffering sometimes is funny. And in a tear out sort of way.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna check things over in the bean world again. Chroma thinks I've got this? Really? I have no confidence. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've been doing this for 2 hours almost.
I also think you got this.
How can I have this when I have, like, no idea?
I don't know.
What do I know that I don't know that I know? Bean time. There's like a platform over there. Doesn't
You
look
just
like it
gotta
has
go back
anything
for
on
that minigun.
Yeah, I gotta shoot him.
This one's a bit more outside the box because it's not through the same method as the other two, but you know.
I mean, that's clear to me. See, I can't... because this... Where did you come from? There's no way! There's no way! I'm missing... There's gotta be something I'm missing.
No, you have all the info.
What the hell? You can't... They get you.
You have all the info, Elena. You did... Like,
you tried to walk me through stuff earlier, and I drew no conclusions from any of the stuff that you said.
well, we know that you can't directly turn off the lights.
Well, they don't turn
We
off
know
the
that
lights.
these guys don't leave, and you need them to leave.
Like cause a disturbance somewhere?
They don't leave. Yeah, Chroma's right when it says what you're missing is clearly belief in yourself.
I gotta go to that platform I saw, because I haven't been there before. Maybe that's important. So I'm gonna try to go to that platform I saw. It's interesting music when you're in the bean world. There's the platform. There's just seating on it. That's all I could see from over there, too. So, it's just set dressing. I don't know. Do I just like wait for enough people to go in there? Or do I want to get in there as fast as possible so there's less people in there? I don't know.
Well, you've been there pretty much as fast as you can go, haven't you?
Yeah, it seems like it.
So like that hasn't changed things.
Yeah, no.
And if you wait for more people to go there, what happens?
Well, the water comes.
So like
They're
that's
not even...
that's not right either then.
Do I just not go in at all?
No.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any ideas. I'm just like bashing my head on this and hoping something happens.
Well, something will happen whether you like it or not. That's the nature of time.
Could just be the same thing every time. Well, that guy decided to start chasing me. I just have to book it? Like, is that it? 'Cause that
No.
hasn't worked so far either.
You tried that, it doesn't work.
Shine my light in there, it doesn't work. Can't extinguish these. Well, I managed to disrupt that guy. He hasn't shown up. Well, they still stopped the music. I missed the doorway. That was almost going well, but I missed the doorway. I couldn't see, it was too dark. Like, I feel like you gotta go that way. Maybe. It's something. Right?
What?
I said I feel like I almost got somewhere, but I missed the doorway because it was too dark and couldn't see. They weren't trying to get me yet. Except for then I failed, and then they were like, okay, get out of here, kid. Alright, you had your fun. Time to leave. I feel like it was important that I disrupted the path of this guy. I'm gonna do that again if I can manage it. Okay. That guy's not coming with me this time, I don't think. Okay, nope. Absolutely does not work.
Alright, so
I
you know
have
we need them
nothing!
gone.
I have literally nothing!
You literally know that you need them to be gone.
But then I can't do anything with that information.
Why not?
I can't make them be gone!
You can't.
What? What? That well, I'm the only person who can do anything in this game.
Well, that's all I have to say.
I'm completely stumped. Just absolutely completely.
For the record, Elena has specifically asked for hints here today. From me at least. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
She's
because
very
I've been so
cautious.
stumped, and I'm out of ideas of my own. So I'm like somebody who knows how to do it. You tell me if I'm even like thinking in the right ballpark or anything.
I'm not gonna say anymore though. Like that is as much as I'm gonna go.
It has been 2 hours now. I've been doing this one thing for 2 hours. I am no closer to guessing how to do it than I was 2 hours ago.
Well, you should figure that out.
I have learned nothing. Like, I'm just doing exactly the same thing I did at the end of last stream. Nothing has changed. I've been in the bean world. I've like scouted the place. I've looked everywhere.
You literally, I think, might have said the solution at one point.
What the hell? I said I wanted to make them move, but they shut the door, and
That
they're
was
so
not what I'm
fast.
talking
They're
about.
so fast that when they, well, I haven't said anything else.
I'm 99% sure you said the solution during the stream.
No way. Because I said what else did I say? It was like maybe you got to turn the lights off in the house. And I've been looking
That's not what I'm
around.
talking about.
That's not it either. What did I say? What hell have I seen them do in the dream world? Walk around and chase me. And I've seen them play music, and I've seen them watch TV.
Chroma's backing me up.
What the hell did I say?
Oh my god.
So I've seen them watch TV, I've seen them play music, I've seen them walk around in the forest now, obviously, and I've seen them chase me and try to kill me.
Oh,
and I've seen them stand around in this room and then, after a little while, decide to kick me out. What did I say? I'm trying to think of what things I've thought of here. What is it? Something to do with the raft? That was another thing I thought about but haven't done. Could it be that? I'll do that.
I'm gonna give you any answers.
At this, Oh, the water is immediately here. I'll give it another go. I mean, Arrow has told me that I know enough that I should be able to just do this.
Yeah, Chroma's right. If you thought it once, you'll think it again.
I didn't think a single thing useful, I swear.
It's literally not true, though. That's what makes it funny.
But what the hell? I'm so mad now. I'll give this is a little overtime from how long I wanted to stream this game, but
Then perish.
I will. One sec. Okay. Good lord. I wish I could like throw something in there.
Throw something in where?
at the guys to get their attention so that they like. Wait, what am I doing? Wrong buttons. So that they leave. The only thing that's also here that I haven't done anything with is the raft. So I don't know. I'll do the raft.
Good luck.
I don't know what needs to happen. That's the thing. I have no clue what I'm doing.
No, you do, Elena. You just refuse to say it.
Refuse to say what?
You need to walk through the fire. You know what needs to
Yeah,
happen.
well, I know that, but I don't know how to. There's what? What?
Aw.
I'm absolutely spumbust.
Alright, enjoy it.
100% spumbust.
You know what? All I wanted was some more news on Outer Wilds out of yesterday, but it didn't happen.
Oh, on the Switch?
Yeah, there's been no news since they released the DLC.
Interesting. Yeah, it was supposed to come out summer last year.
And then they're like, oh no, so we're doing this DLC and it's going to be delayed to like winter at least. Or no, I don't even think they said anything other than it'd be delayed.
Wild. Oh, get an Outer Wilds.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get on that raft and see where it takes me. I doubt it's gonna be anywhere useful, but I'm out of ideas. I don't know what to do anymore.
Alright. Well, you will eventually.
How many streams is it gonna take me to figure this out?
10.
Oh, Lord.
The more you complain, the more it goes up.
Oh, God.
Alright, now it's 50.
Ah! Oh, Lord. Okay.
69.
Ah! I mean, it is a nice amount of tries. I think the raft was over that way, or was it over this way? I'll figure it out. I'll figure this out in 8 cycles. Oh, great. Good amount.
You know what? I'd agree with that estimation.
I cannot believe that I've managed to sit here for 2 hours and not decipher this at all.
Well,
Like,
it
I'm like
took me a long
nowhere.
time to get through some of this.
I mean, most of it's been such smooth sailing. I have not been this stumped in this at all. I don't even remember, like I got frustrated with the main game a lot, but I don't remember ever spending this long figuring out literally nothing. I mean, maybe I did, but I don't remember.
You just gotta learn to enjoy the nothing.
Like, I felt like I was actually, like, still doing stuff when I would spend an inordinate amount of time on, like, the twins. Remember when every stream I would just go to the twins and spend the whole stream there?
The real treasure of the video games is the nothing you spent along the way.
So there's the raft. That's the house over there. No, the house is like over there somewhere. So I know the raft does go past the house. It goes to this little cave over here. Like we're gonna have a we're gonna go past the house. Yeah, it's right there. I see it now. That's the house over there. And we're going this way.
Oh, I didn't see what Chroma said earlier, but it said complete non sequitur, but there should be a big head mode for these guys specifically. And like that would be so good.
So that's over there. If I go through here, will I be leaving useful place towards this goal? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, this is just somewhere else now. Yeah, that's the burnt house. Yeah, we're just over here now. Well, that didn't help at all. That was completely incorrect. Well, until I run out of time for this, I will keep taking a look.
In a book, it's reading Rainbow, I guess.
Take a look, it's in a book, it's reading Rainbow. Wow, my VTuber avatar did not animate at all for me for that little jingle.
What jingle?
Reading Rainbow.
No, you didn't say anything.
What? Must have been too quiet.
I'm just joking. You did say it.
Okay. So... I just wish I knew if I had to do this in the bean world or not. Well, it can't be, because I'm gonna need this thing wherever that goes, because it's probably gonna be just like the other places I've been to, doing this type of thing. I'm a butterfly. Well, no I'm not. That's just my name. I am a butterfly in the way that I would say, like, I'm an Elena.
Where are your antennae?
I told you I'm not. Well, oh, well, look, see those little hair tufts? There you go.
But where are your 6 limbs?
We don't talk about those.
Okay. What about your proboscis?
Also, we do not speak of this. You ever think about people who call it a proboscis?
I mean, I think that's how I used to say it. Just because, like, that feels like the generalized, like, American way to say it.
Or is a proboscis also a thing? It's like a different thing?
I don't know.
I know proboscis is like a nose. Or something. I'm so stumped on this. You cannot believe how...
Why is one of the searches for proboscis monkey? Oh, because there's the one with the big nose. That's
yeah,
why.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think proboscis might just be a common misspelling, and then therefore also a common mispronunciation.
Interesting. A pro-bis kiss.
Yep, that's what I do every day.
Professional bis kiss. I was playing, I've been playing Diablo with, Lynn, and, when you make a character, it gives you a randomly generated name. And the name it gave me was Kisleyna, which was like Kisleyna. So I just, so the name that I gave my character was literally just Kislayna. It was like me.
Mhm.
But you're not allowed to talk about kisses in the chat, apparently.
Yeah. No kisses in chat.
I'm just gonna gun it.
That's where we draw the
Nope.
line. Everything else is okay.
Well, that didn't work either.
We just don't support, promotion of other companies like Hershey's and stuff like that.
Well, I give up for the stream today.
All right, well, rip you.
There's gonna be at least one more stream of this exact puzzle. I hope y'all are prepared for that.
I don't know if I am, but we'll find out.
I don't know if I am either. Somebody's just gonna have to tell me what to do at some point.
It'll be you. You'll tell yourself what to do.
Like, somebody's gonna have to tell me what I came up with that was the right thing to do, because I don't know. I have no ideas. 0% idea. Just, yeah, I've been experimenting for 2 hours and 15 minutes. And I have no ideas.
Unreasonable when it comes to this game, so
2 hours and 15 minutes on this thing. No, like everything else I've done in this game, I at least felt like I had some idea of what I was doing or what I should be trying. Here, I just don't even know. I have no ideas.
you'll figure it out.
Everybody seems to think I will, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I don't heckin' know.
In yourself.
I'm a bean burrito.
Yeah, I want a bean burrito now.
A bean-a burrito.
No, just bean.
I was thinking since last night. I was thinking about that video where they called that computer repair guy and they had beans in the computer, and then they like feigned ignorance. And he's like, "Are those the motherboards?" He's like, "No, this is bean." Or he's like, "This is food. This is beans."
What is food?
It was just the
That's a
genuine
weird name for a
concern
computer part.
that the computer repair guy had was incredible.
Alright, have a good night, Sasha.
Yeah, see you later, Sasha. I'm gonna move on to Pokemon. I'm gonna let Arrow get going.
Enjoy Pokemon, everyone.
It was nice having you, Arrow, even though I made no progress.
I should hope that your progress is not the measure at which you enjoy my company.
No, I meant like the... No, I'm talking about the game.
Elena only wants me around so long as she can use me to make progress.
No.
Alright, bye.
No.
Have a good night.
Okay,
everyone.
see you later, Arrow. See you next week. Okay, let me move stuff over to my Switch. Oh, I gotta put the game in my Switch too.